Hey guys, welcome back. This past week has been a bit of an adventure. If you're new with us, my name is Storm, and this little slice of heaven is what we call home, or Honey Rock Acres. So I'm a little bit delayed getting this video to you guys because I've been fighting the weather, fighting allergies, fighting sickness, and frankly just fighting being extraordinarily busy. But last week I talked to a little girl and she told me that her favorite part of our videos are the animals, and specifically the chickens. So we're gonna get a little bit of time with the chickens today. Hey ladies! As you can see, we've had a lot of rain the last couple of days. It is turning back into a muddy mess. What's up, guys? We're gonna go say hi, but I think it's gonna scare them. What's up, Molly? You enjoying the mud? What's up, little piglets? What are you guys doing today? The schedule that I've been fighting with, last week we had several weekend events and a whole week packed full of things with the kids and stuff in the community, which leaves a little time to do stuff here on the homestead, because the reality is aside from the well-being of the animals, everything else pretty much takes a back seat to, you know, work and, well, the family. But that story got a little bit more fun because I ended up with pink eye, which made it really difficult for me to get outside and do anything because I have a lot of allergies with this time of year in the grass. Because of that, I got behind on cutting the grass, and my yard was already overdue. The pasture's been overdue for being bush hogged for a while now. And then the rain came. And it's been raining off and on for several days now, and is expected to rain off and on for several more. As you can see, I'm kind of playing with fire being out here now because it's been sprinkling even today. And while the weather may stop the videos, it doesn't stop the stuff that has to get done. And you might notice I only partially got the grass cut. But we got some stuff blooming. It's really pretty. I've even got a composting onion blooming. And a garden wouldn't be a garden without all the grass. Just kidding, there is actual edibles in there too. So I figured it might be appropriate to give you guys a quick garden update, since you guys are with me for part of it but haven't been for the latest bits. We've got some of our marigolds. They're doing okay. The acorn squash seeds are not doing super hot. I've only had like 1 or 2 come up, and it doesn't look real good. So I'm a little worried about whether or not these are gonna survive. I've got this special bit of grass here that is just reminding me that my acorn squash didn't grow in this spot. Or that spot, you know, or that spot. But this is something that my daughter is very proud of. This was her lima bean that she got at school for a little project that they did. And so she's growing this, transplanted it recently. She's really excited about it. And then we've got some snap peas. They're starting to come along pretty well. I'm gonna try to train these up this. They'll do fine once they start to grow. Our squash have started to take off. These are, this whole row is yellow squash. We really enjoy the yellow squash. The next row is our bush beans. I got these guys in the ground recently and they've already started to take off, which is great. Hopefully these do well. This whole row is bush beans, but it looks like a few didn't take in the middle, so we might transplant something there. The next row is our zucchini squash. And just got these planted like a couple days ago. So we got a couple of them, about 3 or 4 that have come up. We'll see how they do. Last but not least, all the tomatoes that we started with. And we planted these guys right before we got a little frost, but they're doing pretty good. I just transplanted him yesterday and the storms are beating up on him. So he'll be okay though. Better than what was there. As you can see, I'm already struggling to keep up with the garden, and we just got started. The reality is it's very difficult to have the volume of things that we have going on and keep up with work. And as I've said before, I've got to do the work, and that has to come first because that's how we have the money to be able to do some of this stuff. So anybody that's telling you that they're just full-time homesteading and they're not doing anything else, they either have absolutely zero debt and basically nothing else, or they're doing some kind of other side work or something to make money. Now, one thing I wanted to show you guys is our greenhouse tomatoes, which are doing absolutely crazy. These were the reject tomatoes. They're the ones that I separated off whenever I was pulling some out of the seed tray. And these were the ones that had like the least amount of roots that I didn't really think would survive. Every single one of them survived, and they're doing better than anything that's out in the garden. But that's because it pretty much stays warm in the greenhouse even at night. And we still get sometimes a little bit chilled nights. We're almost to Mother's Day, so that sort of last expected, I mean, our last expected frost date's already passed, but you know, if you live around here, Mother's Day is sort of your target for, you know, being out of the woods, so to speak. The point with showing you guys the garden, which is already starting to get a little bit out of hand, is to show you that, you know, things are going to happen, and that's just the reality if you're trying to work full-time and homestead. It's just really hard to keep up with everything. Something I've been trying my best to show everyone is that, you know, you may get committed to a lot of things, and this is maybe something that you're very passionate about doing, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You're gonna stay busy, and if you're not doing it. Or you figured out a secret that I desperately need to know about. And I know the most obvious one is getting out of debt, which we're working on. What's up, Lucille? You wanna say hi? You're getting way too energetic. What are you all excited about, huh? You live in the mud, don't you? I did manage to get a little bush hogging done in between rain. What's up, chickens? We're gonna bring you guys and show you more chickens. These are, to put it delicately, the eating kind of chickens. These guys are now about 6.5 weeks old. They're getting pretty big already. They're not Cornish cross big, but they're big. Some of them have big old gigantic legs too though, just like the Cornish crosses. So I know this video is brief, a little bit sporadic, and not a whole lot of, fun stuff, but I hope you guys enjoyed the chickens, and I will promise to get more of the chickens in future videos as well. And I just ask that you guys stick with us as we kind of get through this chaotic part of the season. I know that some of you guys are interested in, kind of seeing some of the updates, and my goal is to just be as real as possible and just to show and demonstrate that while it is possible to still do a little homesteading and work, what some people might call their city job, I don't want to sugarcoat the stuff. So you guys are going to see all of it, the good and the bad. I told you guys last year that my garden was a train wreck, and I told you I was really dedicated trying to make it better, and I am. The stuff's growing better this year, but it's already starting to look like a train wreck again with the grass, and I'm hoping I can get a handle on that before it gets too out of control. I just need a little break from the weather and some of the other crazy. But this coming week is our last week with some of our commitments, so hopefully I'll get a little more time and I'll be able to show you guys some more stuff, because we got a lot. We got the piglets, we've got the chickens, we've got all the stuff that goes along with those guys coming up here soon, and of course the garden. And we're not done with the greenhouse. We still got some stuff on the greenhouse. I owe you guys more detail on the floor, and I haven't forgotten about the solar array. We've done all the testing, it's ready to go. I've just got to figure out how to install it in the greenhouse specifically. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks for your patience, guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks.